Hi you guys, we are in Malibu, California. As you can see here, got the craziest view. I got this spot all to myself. Today I want to talk about why your uniqueness is actually your superpower in this world. If you haven't already recognized, God made you for a reason, right? There are no carbon copies of yourself, and that's for a reason. Even if you're a twin, you were not created identically internally to your twin, you know? So I'm saying that to say that your uniqueness is actually your superpower, because the world rewards people who express their truest and most authentic self, right? And we live in a society that pretty much has people that want to be like one another, right? And so the world is craving authenticity now more than ever. And the more you can identify what sets you apart from others, what makes you different, what is your unique edge, what is your competitive advantage in almost any endeavor, that is going to help you and propel you forward and help you stand out. If you look at the people that, you know, society really values the opinions of and puts on a pedestal, the reason that they are celebrated on the highest level is because they took the steps to bring out their true selves and didn't care what anyone had to say and showed that to the world, and the world followed suit. So this is my question to you. What is your competitive advantage? What makes you unique? What makes you so different? What did God instill in you that you know in your gut makes you so different from everyone you've ever met? One thing I want to tell you, right, is once you find that uniqueness about yourself, do not hold back on displaying it to the world, because right now more than ever the world is craving authenticity. People are looking to be led. We live in a world that is filled with followers and very few people who are brave enough to like stand out and carve their own path. So that is why it's so important to identify about yourself, like what makes you you, and live that out authentically for other people to follow, right? So that's what I'm hoping to kind of do with my channel, is like me just being me. There's no facade, there's no mask. It's just really me giving my authentic self, my authentic takes, my, you know, perspective on things, and put that on to the world. What are some things about yourself that you feel, you know, are weird or strange, but maybe some other people will find so interesting about yourself, you know? I feel like everyone really is their own biggest like critique, their own biggest hater. That's what I've realized, like just by meeting so many people. But what if the things that you think are odd about yourself is actually what the world is craving, what people want to hear more about, what the world needs more of, you know? That's why it's so important to be self-aware in just all aspects and really understand like everything about yourself. And I want to talk to you guys about accepting your flaws and imperfections, because once you learn to get rid of self-doubt and really value what may be different about yourself, or what you might perceive as a flaw or imperfection, might be the exact spark someone else needed to see to really turn on their creativity, or turn on a different worldview or a different perspective to help someone move forward, you know? So you never really truly know what an imperfection or a flaw is. So start to really value your imperfections and embrace your uniqueness. Those flaws and those imperfections that you have are actually what make you unique, and everyone has them, and there's no capacity to small or large flaws or imperfections. Like, everybody has them, guys. There's people doing some absolutely wild things. What you might think is not great about yourself, the next person is like thinking it's amazing, because they're really like, we live in a free-for-all. The world is really a one gigantic free-for-all. So embrace everything about you, because there is no other you on this planet. And once you like complete that step, the next thing you need to do is start to really use your voice. And just, you know, once you've mentally identified these things about yourself, be bold about who it is that you are. That's how you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that resonate with you, is by being more bold and never being scared to just voice yourself. I've never been a fearful person, like, of almost anything. I have very few fears in this world. I'm never scared to like say what I'm thinking, and everyone should be this way, because this is why people will be attracted to me, and this is why people will be attracted to you, and it'll be the right people. But if you put on this facade and live life in the facade and don't show the world exactly what makes you you, you will never even find your tribe or stand a chance of guiding the people that were meant to find you in this world. It just goes back to ignoring all the noise that exists in this world, right? And really going internal, right? Because I believe every answer you've ever needed and everything you've ever been confused about is really all internal. But the reason you're confused is because you pay attention to what A, B, and C person is doing. But none of that matters. The only thing that matters is what is going on internally, and listening to that voice, that higher consciousness, you know, and not ignoring it, and then being a person that hears that voice and amplifies it to the world after using your own perspective and your own worldview to cultivate that opinion and stance on certain things. Ask yourself, like, what are my passions? What are my interests? What is my take on certain things? How do I feel about this issue or that topic or this going on in the world? Form your own opinion on things, and don't be scared to voice it, because that's exactly what they want from you, is for you to be quiet, not say how you really feel about things, and to stay in a shell and to be a replica of someone else. Do not be a replica of someone else. And just remember, society wants a bunch of replicas. So most rebellious thing you can do is be unique, be yourself. And that brings me to my next point, which is showing yourself the love that you need. Because guys, no one on this planet is going to show you the love that you can show yourself, right? And if you want to take that step further of being more authentic and offering your uniqueness to the world, you need to love yourself. You need to love every single thing that makes you you, and really learn to prioritize your emotional and mental well-being, because without this being proper, your whole worldview is going to be skewed. Your whole experience here is going to be skewed. So you need to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being, and always place you first. Everything we talked about in this video is not always easy, but the world needs it. And that is the only way you're going to properly let your light shine and reach the people that were meant to be a part of your tribe while we go through this one big experience here on earth.